What was the Twitter drama? It was pretty tame. It was just me replying to this person. It started with this video.
I am absolutely responsible for my audience. If you want to look out for people who are red flags, it's definitely people who had my mentality that say, I'm not responsible for what my audience does.
I completely agree. And there are so many fucking content creators out there that just leave that at the door. They like turn on, they go in their computer and they do their content and do this. And the second they're offline, they just like let the snowball go down the hill. You are absolutely responsible for your audience and what they're saying and doing and what's happening in different Discords and stuff. You have to. No one else can be. You are the mother that birthed that audience, right? They are a reflection of you. It makes me sick to think of like what you guys might say and do in other channels. That's why I'm like very strict here, right?
I didn't see this tweet. This tweet's annoying as shit. To be clear, this isn't a moral standard he actually holds. This is Twitch's insane TOS that holds streamers responsible for someone's actions anywhere they might have watched your stream. But instead of saying, I don't want to lose my channel, he pretends to believe it. Stanz is one of the few people that I wouldn't say is like that at all. Like, I think it is purely his moral standard, and it has nothing to do with his fear of getting banned. I think this is dumb. Chat, no one's allowed to reply to this. Oh. Most tweeters don't reply to posts like this. I'm taking this in my own hands to defend my friend. You guys please don't piggyback. Otherwise, I'll have to delete it because you guys are going to make it cringe. So just smile and wave. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, that was the initial tweet. And then this guy replied, quote retweeted, I guess. And he said, you are not responsible for your audience unless you directly tell them to do something. They're their own people. If you have 100K viewers, statistically speaking, one of them is going to be unhinged. And I had beef with this exact phrase because I don't know its bearing on this thought. I don't understand why if one person out of 100,000 is unhinged, which I guess is a statistically likely occurrence, how that should absolve you from anything. So I don't even understand the value of saying this. I genuinely don't understand the value of this sentence. And that's what I said. I said the argument that statistically 1 out of 100,000 people will be unhinged, so you bear no responsibility and the other 99.999K is weak. And that was my Twitter drama. And I think he responded a lot and some other people responded, including Ninja. But I didn't care to participate more in the conversation. I just thought this was very weak, and that's all I said. This is just weak. It feels weak to me. This does not feel like a substantial thing to quote retweet to share an opinion. I don't get that. Saying that a very small part of your community is not representative of the whole. Look, I think there's a lot of ways to argue this that make sense. You know, I think there are some real arguments you could make about how it is not the responsibility of content creators unless you directly act or tell them to act for whatever their audience does. But I think there is real value in leading by example. It's not weak. It's just saying something true. So are you saying this is totally irrelevant? He's just saying a true thing. So like, are you basically saying he's saying this and then he's saying bagels taste yummy? And I should just be like, oh yeah, you're right, bagels do taste yummy. Or do you think this is maybe related to this? Like, I don't think he's being like, hey, this is my thought about this thing I'm quote retweeting. Also, bagels are yummy. I think he's trying to use this as an argument to back up this. Otherwise, why put them in the same thought? Literally an hour ago, you made a comment about people not needing to be dorks about pronouns. You can 100% control your audience. Yeah, and I think it leads by example and it creates an audience that is less weird about pronouns. I'm sure that if there was like, I don't want to name certain streamers, but I'm sure you can think of some streamers that if they saw some pronouns on broadcast, they would flip a shit and they'd start saying instantly like transphobic shit, like just like instantly. Like they would see pronouns and like a psyop, they'd be like 2 genders without like a second thought. And I think it's like that's like a cultivated thing. And I don't think it's the streamer actively saying like, hey guys, make sure you walk your 10K steps, you eat right, and you find someone who's trans to get mad at. But I think it happens as a result of a creator not taking responsibility for their audience, being a little too passive. I think some creators are pussies about it. I guess that's that's the flattest way I can put it. And I'd rather be a little more proactive. I'd rather shape a community I like being a part of. But I guess I'm fucking cringe for that. You know, I guess I'm an idiot for that.